I love where I live. I love my house. I love my car, but I'll sell my car and house if my life's on the line. I'm not going to make my job more important than my life, and you shouldn't either. Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show, and today I want to talk about something that's keeping a lot of people from being successful at eating healthier and just living a healthy lifestyle, and that is their job. I mean, first of all, I always say, if you're working a job that you don't love, you can't be healthy, or at least you don't enjoy. So if you get up every single morning and you actually hate where you're going and what you're doing, how can you be healthy doing that? A lot of people think they're trapped. They're working for health insurance just when they get sick, not if they get sick. They want to have something, some kind of medical insurance and stuff. I'm not against health insurance, but I'm against trapping yourself at a job because you think when you get sick, you need that health insurance so you can't go do something you really want to do. Now, I know when it comes to jobs and work, some people, I won't necessarily trapped, but they don't have a choice. They have to support a family, so they need to have a job and make money. So they can't just quit their job and do what they want to do. Maybe if they were a single person without a family, they could, but that's not the case for everybody. So what do you do if you have a family and you just don't like your job and you know it's affecting your health? You find another job, but it's not as easy to find another job today. So what can you do in that case? Make your job. There's a lot of ways to make money these days that people don't think of, and you don't have to just quit your job overnight and start doing something you enjoy. What I suggest and what you could do is, in your spare time, you go to your regular job, you make your regular money, but in your spare time, you're doing what you enjoy, and you're making your hobby your career. And as that's happening, you accelerate the process, and before you know it, you'll start making more money with your hobby than you are at your regular job. Then now it's time for me to leave my job, and I have a secure thing to do where I can still make money for my family, or at least as secure as possible. Now, why does this and where does this all play in with raw foods, and what does it have to do with just eating healthy and living healthy? Well, like I said, you can't be healthy if you're getting up every single day to do something you don't want to do or you don't enjoy doing. And I meet a lot of people that they know the raw food path is the way to go, or they know just eating healthier is the way to go, but they're not able to do it, or they're not willing to do it because they say they don't even have money, or their job preventing them from eating juicing every day, or eating raw food every day, or just eating healthy. And where there's a will, there's a way, folks. You can make it happen if you really desire to make it happen. Look, there's a lot of people out there that eat a raw food diet and promote a raw food diet. Not all of them have big families or need to support their family, so they're able to do it on a so-called shoestring budget. But there are people out there, like myself and other people, who do have families, and people often ask me, is that all you do? Do you have a job, or is what you're doing all you do? For me, I was working in a financial district, and I was making a decent amount of money on Wall Street in New York City. And when I first got into the raw food lifestyle, I did not have a family. It was just myself. I was able to travel the country and live in a van because it was my choice. But I also was able to live in an apartment in New York as well on this. And, there's different ways to make money, folks. And it's not necessarily just the way I'm doing it or the way other people are doing it. But there's ways to do what you love and make money. And when you're doing what you love and you're making money, it gives you time to do what you know is right, like the raw foods and stuff. And then we can get away from the excuses that I want to eat raw, I just don't have the money. Even if you're not making a career out of it, you could still do raw foods inexpensively if you follow my suggestions. Even if you're going to a job every day that you don't love, you could still do a raw food diet. But many people let that hold them back, and they think, well, I can't eat this way because I don't have time to make the raw food. And I tell people, it doesn't take a lot of time to eat fruits and vegetables. Now, to make something, I just made a raw carrot cake. Even that took me about a half hour to make the raw carrot cake for a party we had. But it doesn't have to take a lot of time. But I guess this video is about letting people know that if you're not enjoying your job, and if your job is really trapping you or is unhealthy, don't do it, folks. Get out of it. I know somebody who worked for the electric company, and he told me he couldn't eat like me because he's running around all day and there's no bathroom available, and if he ate like me, he'd be in the bathroom all day. He goes, so what should I do in a situation like that where I just don't have the capability to get to a bathroom, so that's preventing me from eating the food I eat? Quit your job. What do you mean quit my job? How am I going to support, my lifestyle, or the big house and my bills? Well, part of your bill is your food bill, which consists of expensive meat and other expensive foods. And yes, I'm not saying organic food is not expensive. It's actually more expensive than unorganic fruits and vegetables. But even unorganic fruits and vegetables is probably healthier than what you're doing now, number one. And number two, it doesn't have to be expensive to eat organic. Maybe if you're growing your own food, think about how much money you spend on food every month. And think about, you don't have the time to start a garden. Well, think about if you weren't working so much at your job, you could start a beautiful garden, and maybe you're saving that much money from your food. And you see what I'm saying, folks? You got to get creative and think about these things. And it's your health. It's your health, and this is what will determine your future later on, if you're going to be healthy or not. Because if you think it's inexpensive to go to the doctor just because you have health insurance, well, eventually that will catch up to you, and it won't no longer be inexpensive when you're spending a good amount of money because you're going so often, even though it's a small amount when you go because of the insurance. But if you go a lot, it starts adding up, folks. So, the best, what do they say, way to eliminate or avoid things is to prevent it. The best way to prevent it is to live a healthy lifestyle, enjoy what you do, and what you're doing, make sure it's healthy. I see too many people, and that's healthy people. I even see sick people that are sick. I say, well, now it's a whole different story. Now you got to get to a place like Hippocrates Health Institute. We have a raw food retreat coming up next month here in Florida. I said, come on down here. It's 3 days. It'll change your life. You'll learn more about health and eating more than you've ever imagined before. People are told they have cancer, they're going to die. I said, okay, now you got to do something. You can't figure this out on your own and take years to figure it out. You can't say, well, I can't go because my job's preventing me from going. I actually met people that said, oh, I would go down to Hippocrates Health Institute, which is a 3-week course that teaches people how to overcome and heal themselves from illness and understand what the body does and how it works. And it's just an amazing place. And what do people say? I would love to come, but I can't get off from my job. I can't get any time off. Well, listen, you're going to have a lot of time off if you're 6 feet under the ground, if you know what I mean. Don't wait, folks. Don't wait. Don't wait. Do it now. There'll always be availabilities for other jobs and other ways to make money. But there's not always going to be your health. There's not always going to be your life. So it's time you took it seriously and did something about it. I've met people that made that right choice. They went on faith. They quit their job. And they went to a place like Hippocrates or other places around the country like that. They came to my raw food retreat. They changed their life. But too many people today in today's world wait till they're sick before they make a move like that, if they even make it at that point. Why wait till you're sick, folk? Why not do it now? Why wait? But that's just the mentality. People say, well, you had to change, Paul, because you were sick. I'll change when I get sick. They say when they get sick. I say, well, maybe if you make that change now, you won't get sick. Do we see, folks? Do we see the point of what I'm trying to tell you here? I don't want to see anyone sick. It's my passion that everyone is healthy as possible. And I felt disease. I live with disease, and it's not comfortable, folks. And it doesn't have to happen always. We can prevent the majority of the disease that happen to us through our diet and our lifestyle. We might not be able to prevent anything, but we could. We got to do the best we could do, and the best we could do isn't saying I can't get time off from my job, so I can't go be healthy. And that's some of the crazy things I hear people say often. Oh, I would love to go, I just can't get off from work. Well, look, if you really love your job and your job is a healthy thing, maybe I could understand that. But why would you want to go to something you hate every day instead of getting off from there and going to learn and improve your health? And, I understand people have money, people have families, and so on. Look, I love where I live. I love my house. I love my car. But I'll sell my car and house if my life's on the line. I'm not going to make my job more important than my life. And you shouldn't either. And that's what I'm telling everyone here. So hopefully you'll get the point. You understand what I'm telling you. If you have comments or questions, post them below the video. I don't mean to be insensitive to somebody who's dealing with disease and in that situation right now. who's suffering and they have bills, they have the stress of bills, and they don't know if they could take off or go to a place. But there's a will, there's a way. You know, people say, well, Hippocrates Health Institute, that's a really expensive place to go. Well, do you know they have a scholarship program, and if you really need to be there and you could prove it, they could reduce the rate to go there? Do you know if you contact me and you want to go there, I can get you some kind of discount or some kind of a gift or something to help you get there? My raw food retreat is so inexpensive. For 3 days you can learn so much information and so much stuff. But you got to go. You got to do something. So, folks, it's up to you what you decide to do. I pray you make the right choice. Put your comments and questions below the video, and check out my other videos on the website. Come to Raw Food Retreat. I'll put the link below the video. If you want to see more, here's my website right here. Just click here. Until then, have a great day, folks, and a great raw life. Hello, everybody. Thank you for checking out my channel. If you want more videos, you can click subscribe here right now, and you can be taken to my channel. If you want to check out my website, you can click here, and you can go to my website. I want to thank you for checking us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day, and a great raw life.